Let's turn GTA San Andreas into a complete GTA 4 style experience on Android. That means darker graphics, vehicle physics, better lighting, modern interface, and tons of new features that make the game feel more immersive. First thing first, essential. This is basically a bundle of must-have fixes that help the game run perfectly on modern Android devices, with crash fixes, widescreen support, memory and streaming improvement, input stability fixes, and a lot of other technical tweaks working in the background. It is not the most exciting part of the build, but it is absolutely necessary before installing anything else because it helps prevent problem later on. 10 graphics, Starbucks 2.0, which is easy, one of the best GTA 4 graphics mod ever made for this game. I played the entire video with it, and it completely transformed the atmosphere. The lighting looks modern, the volumetric clouds look amazing, and there is a lot of smaller details like vehicle raindrop, realistic water shaders, improved reflections, and much more than that to make the game feel more alive. But for some reasons, I decided to go with a lighter GTA 4 style graphics setup. It still gives us that darker and more realistic atmosphere compared to original San Andreas graphics, while being much easier to run on low-end and mid-range devices. And honestly, that is one of the biggest reasons I decided to choose it. That balance between visual and performance is much better, which means more players can enjoy the build without sacrificing too much FPS. And while we are on the topic of graphics, let's add a realistic cloud. The mod replaced the sky textures with more detailed GTA 5 inspired cloud, making the atmosphere look much better. But it played a huge role in making the game feel more realistic and helping that darker GTA 4 vibe coming together. To make the look complete, I installed the Project 2D effects, which increased the door distance lighting, vegetation, and objects across the map. Now we're gonna see much less trees popping up right in front of us. Combine this with the darker graphic style, help to create the mood that feels much closer to GTA 4. Then I installed the GTA 4 style HUD, which completely changed the way the game looks on screen. The rider, health bar, weapon icons, and other interface elements are redesigned to match the GTA 4 cleaner and more modern style. On top of that, I also added a wanted rider warning feature. With this mod, whenever we get a wanted star, the rider start flashing with dark red and blue colors, making it much easier to notice that the police are actively searching for you. Once you successfully lose the cops, the colors will disappear and the rider returns to normal. It is not the same as GTA 4 wanted riders mechanic, but it adds something that San Andreas never had in the first place. To match that, I also installed the GTA 4 menu and loading screen. This mod replaced the original San Andreas menus with a GTA 4 inspired design, giving the game much cleaner and modern look from the moment you launch it. To match the rest of the interface, I also added a clean set of UI buttons. The original mobile buttons work fine, but these new buttons looks much cleaner on screen and blend in much better with the GTA 4 HUD and overall design of the build. So now the interface is finally looking up the part. It is time to move on to the most important part of the any GTA 4 style setup. So I installed the GTA 4 textures along with desert vegetation. The mod replaced the old low resolution textures with much higher quality ones. These include roads, sidewalks, trees, vegetations, billboards, buildings, wells, and other environmental details. So the game does not suddenly look like a different map. It still looks and feels like San Andreas, just much sharper and more detailed. The desert area also received a noticeable upgrade with improved ground textures and additional vegetation, making those regions look less empty compared to original game. The textures and vegetation already make a huge difference, but the street can still look a little empty compared to GTA 4. So I installed the more props on Grove Street, which add a large number of environmental objects across the area, like garbage bags, trash bins, cardboard box, road barriers, construction objects, and other street details without changing the original layout of Grove Street. Now the area looks more realistic and more closer to GTA 4. The world is finally start looking like GTA 4, but there is one thing that still stands out: CJ himself. So let us replace him with Nico Bellic Flare IMG. This model brings the main protagonist of GTA 4 straight into San Andreas, with much higher quality textures and details, making the character fit the rest of the setup much better. But replacing CJ with Nico Bellic isn't enough, because the animations still look like San Andreas, which immediately breaks the GTA 4 feeling. So to make the look complete, I installed the GTA 4 animation that replaced many of the original movement with one inspired by GTA 4, like walking style, running, jumping, and other several actions now feel much more grounded. It is not the perfect reaction of GTA 4, but it adds a surprisingly good job to capture that heavy movement style that made the game feel much more realistic. And when combined with the Nico Bellic model, it really helps bring the whole setup together. Next up is the vehicles, and since we are trying to make the game feel much closer to GTA 4, replacing just a few cars will not going to be enough. So I installed a full GTA 4 vehicle pack, which replaces almost every vehicle in the game with GTA 4 style. This helps to keep everything consistent, because no matter where you are on the map, you're gonna see more vehicles that actually fit the GTA 4 atmosphere. One small issue I noticed with this vehicle pack is that GTA 4 does not have bicycle like San Andreas. Because of that, some of the original vehicles end up being replaced with motorcycles, which does not really fit the gameplay. So to keep everything more consistent, I replaced those vehicles with set of the GTA 5 bicycles instant. So this way the game still keeps its vehicle gameplay while using a much higher quality model that fit the rest of the build much better. And while we are on the topic of vehicles, let's make the road feel a little more alive with GTA 4 traffic style. This mod increased the amount of traffic across the road, making the highways and intersections look much more realistic. Now you're gonna see more vehicles driving around the city that looks closer to GTA 4. To make the experience feel even more complete, I installed the GTA 4 sound pack, which replaced many of the original sounds. Start with And of course, GTA 4 will not feel like GTA 4 without its driving physics. So let's fix that with GTA 4 style handle mode. That gives vehicles a more wide and body roll while turning. Cars no longer feel glad on the road, and every vehicle reacts a bit more realistically when accelerating, braking, or taking corner at high speed. Next on the list is weapons, because no matter how good the graphics, vehicles and other atmosphere look, the older San Andreas weapons still stand out. So I installed the GTA 4 Insanity Weapons Pack. The mod replaced many of the original weapon models with much higher quality GTA 4 inspired version, giving them a much more modern and realistic appearance. Whether you are using a piston, shotgun, micro SMG and others, so everything looks much closer to GTA 4. To make the combat even more immersive, I also added a overdose combat effects. Things like muzzle flashes, bullet impact, smoke, explosions, fire and blood effects all have been upgraded with high quality visuals. The difference is most noticeable during a last shootout, where everything looks much more instant and realistic than before. So to make shootout even more realistic, I also installed a bullet pack and a bullet max. This mod allows you to actually see the path of bullet when firing. Bullet now leave a visible mark on the walls, vehicles and other surfaces instead of just simply disappearing, making every shot look more impactful during combat. So now I think we're finally done with all of the visual upgrade. The graphics, atmosphere, vehicles, sound, weapons, and overall presentation are look much closer to GTA 4. But GTA 4 will not just about graphics. It also introduces a lot more features and activities that help make the game feel more alive and immersive. So let's focus on some gameplay features and activities that can bring a title more of that GTA 4 feeling into San Andreas. First up is the GTA 4 mission marker style. This mod replaced the classic mission markers with one inspired by GTA 4, giving objects a cleaner and more modern appearance. It helps make the overall experience to feel much more consistent. Another nice additional is the manual helmet on motorcycle system. With this mod, whenever you get on a bike, the character put on the helmet. It is at one of those realistic details that GTA 4 introduced and San Andreas never had. And once you get off, you're going to remove it automatically just like in 4. And while we are talking about the small details, I also added a GTA 4 RPG style firing animation. So instead of using the original firing stance, the character now handles the rocket launcher much closer the way it is used in GTA 4. This definitely makes heavy weapons make more interactive during combat. There is also a classic car wash system. You can take your vehicle to specific locations and clean it off after spending time driving around the city. It is not exactly the same as the one from GTA 4, but it adds another interactive activity to the world. Another feature I want to add is calling taxi mode. So instead of stealing a random vehicle every time you need transportation, with this mode you can call and stop taxi anytime you want. Once the taxi stopper arrives, you can get in as a passenger and let the driver take you to your destination. Most pedestrians in San Andreas simply walk around without doing anything. So let's add a street cleaner mode. This mode adds street cleaning workers across the city, similar to what we will see in GTA 4. It is not a major gameplay feature, but seeing workers actually cleaning the street helps make the world feel more active and reliable. And if that's still not enough, there is also a busy pedestrian and mechanic activity mode. This mode focuses on modding, making the world feel much more alive. They add tons of objects and small details across the map, like seeing people hanging out in different areas, mechanics working on vehicles in driveways, pedestrians reading newspapers, carrying shopping baskets. Some they are eating food and doing all sorts of everyday activities. It is actually one of the things GTA 4 did really well. Everywhere you look, something happening in the background. And while this mode does not react that system perfectly, but they do a surprisingly good job to bring some of that same in San Andreas. And just like that, we have transformed GTA San Andreas into something that feels closer to GTA 4, from darker graphics to other things, to capture that GTA 4 feeling. And honestly, that is exactly what I was aiming. Not a perfect GTA 4 composition, but a version of San Andreas that takes some of the best ideas from GTA 4 and blend them into the original game while still keeping everything playable on Android. If you enjoy this build or think there are other GTA 4 mods that will fit perfectly in this setup, let me know in the comment below. As always, all the links and installation instruction will be available in the description or pinned comment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day everyone, and I will see you in the next one.